Yes, this woman has won another criminal case that is almost impossible to win. Victoria's unbeatable winning rate has quickly increased her popularity and soon made headlines. But today, she unexpectedly turned down all her work just to accompany her daughter Emily to the school sports meeting. For many years, her daughter has been everything to her, but she didn't know that her excellent results would make the bad guys target her daughter. In the parent-child competition, Victoria tried her best to win the game, but at this moment, she looked around and couldn't find her daughter. Yes, her daughter was kidnapped. What surprised her even more was that the kidnappers didn't want money, but valued Victoria's business ability. The kidnappers asked her to take over a homicide case and asked her to rescue a criminal sentenced to death. This case can only be won, not lost. Otherwise, they will kill the hostage. The next day, the news that the elite lawyer defended the murderer once again became a media carnival, and the suspect seemed to know everything, and his disgusting face was shown in front of the camera. In order to save her daughter, Victoria felt bad, but she had no choice. Victoria found a forensic doctor. The forensic doctor also confessed various doubts about the case, because the deceased had traces of being treated, but no one mentioned it in court, and in the absence of the murder weapon, the prisoner was directly sentenced to death. Then they found that in addition to the fingerprints of the prisoner at the crime scene, even the fingerprints on the deceased disappeared. So Victoria judged that there must be a third party at the crime scene, and this third party is the real murderer. Then, Victoria investigated the relationship between the deceased before his death, soon found her ex-boyfriend William, but the file shows that the case happened in August, but William was sent to a drug rehabilitation center in July. Victoria did not give up and came to the drug rehabilitation center. When facing William, she found that this man was not normal and kept talking nonsense. When Victoria mentioned the name of the deceased Margaret, William fell into madness and even rushed over directly. Fortunately, the staff stopped them. When Victoria left, she found a note in her pocket. "I know who the murderer is." After Victoria realized what was happening, she immediately rushed to the drug rehabilitation center, but a riot broke out there. Victoria risked her life and finally found William. But now, William was even crazier, and he denied the note. He severely warned Victoria that there was a strong force behind him, and he advised Victoria to stop as soon as possible. The case became more and more confusing. Later, Victoria received a package, which turned out to be a threatening letter from the kidnapper. Victoria knew the value of time, so she put away all her emotions and began to think calmly. Finally, she found an important clue. William actually attended the funeral of the deceased Margaret. The funeral was in August, and William was sent to the drug rehabilitation center in July. Victoria understood instantly. Someone helped William make an alibi. When they went to the drug rehabilitation center angrily to question, the dean did not dare to answer the truth. Victoria seemed to be standing in the middle of a whirlpool, and there seemed to be two powerful forces playing against each other behind the scenes.